Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to the iPhone, iPad class. Happy Tuesday. Hope you had a good beginning of the week and hope you had a great weekend. So, we're going to talk about what most of you are somewhat familiar with. Everybody's a little bit familiar with Siri, and we're going to go explore a little more about what you can actually do with this thing called Siri. Now, I'm not going to refer to Siri as a he or a she because it's an it, and also because you can choose a male or female voice for Siri. And some of you have already done, have chosen a male voice. I have a British female voice, but that's just my thing. So Siri is a virtual assistant, and the idea is that it's like having a person there on your device to help you not only use a device, which we'll look at a little bit, but also things that an assistant would do. You know, schedule your appointments for you, check your messages, uh, uh, send a message, send an email, read your email, find out information. You know, find out what the weather is. Find out, we've all done that. Find out what's playing nearby in the movie theater. Historical information. Get directions. And I'm really only scratching the surface. You know, it'll set reminders. It'll tell you to do something when you get home because it knows where you are. It'll tell you to do something when you get to the place you're going to go to. Um, you know, it's really valuable. But you know, you got to learn these things, and there's so much to learn. You can't learn them all at once. I found an article that had 142 commands. Yeah, imagine that. Then you have to remember to actually do it because we're not accustomed to using our phones that way. So, but once we do, you'll find out. Now I'm going to show you a couple different videos. All right, I've got like 3 coming up here from Apple that give you some ideas of what things that you didn't know that you could do. Alrighty, and then uh, I'm going to try here a couple of things. I'm going to use the iPad because I'm using the phone to film it. I'm going to be doing a couple of things myself with Siri and see how that works. And no, actually, not before I do the movie. Before we go there, I want to show you some information here uh, about Siri that you might not have known. That's on the Apple site. I'm going to bring up Safari here. I'm going to click over and let's switch over to the split and bring Safari in here. So let's look at this. Siri does more than ever, even before you ask. That's kind of interesting. Before I ask, I haven't seen that one. Sounds kind of spooky, huh? Now this is the new Siri symbol that you're going to see. It's actually showing on the new version of iOS, which is iOS 14. It's coming out in the fall. I'm doing a beta version testing on my iPad, and you're going to see that. Uh, so don't look for that on yours. You'll be doing the regular things. Okay, calls and texts. Siri lets you stay connected without lifting a finger. This is the whole point. Use your finger? No, use your mouth. Use your speaking. Hey Siri, call mom. Oh, wait, let me not. No, 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 no. Okay, don't call
Sorry,
mom.
Victor, I'm having problems with the connection.
Yes,
Check that your iPhone is on the same
I'm
Wi-Fi
glad.
network as
Don't
this
call
one.
mom. Okay, not that I mind calling mom, but I don't want to have a You called me. All of that. Okay. Um, reminds you to make calls that matter. You can text Donna. I'm on the way! Exclamation point. Okay. Or you can say tell Donna I'm on the way. It does the same thing. Okay. If you have AirPods, right, you can use it in the car. Those of you that have cars, and the newer cars have a built-in thing called CarPlay, and it just works from the car. You just have the phone nearby, and then it does it. Or otherwise, you have the phone on one of those phone holsters, and connect over through the cable or through Bluetooth, and everything is done through the car. So you're not even talking to the phone; you're talking to the car. Some of you have seen that. Okay? Here's here. Don't know who's calling? Siri can help. It tells you maybe. Maybe it's this person. Oh, maybe it's Barack Obama. Maybe. And finishes sentences for you. Oh, what's his number? John's number is. It does it. Pretty good. You can tell it to FaceTime so and so, and it'll FaceTime so and so, pulls it right up. Okay. Everyday tasks. Now Siri is on a bunch of different devices. They're showing the HomePod, which is the speaker for the home, like the Amazon Echo and the Google, what do they call the Google Home device, and now you've heard her talking a second. I have one of these here, and it listens, and sometimes I mean to be talking to one thing, and then Miss Thing over there will be eavesdropping and nosing and pick it up, right? This is a great trick. I actually did this. If you'd say, split a check, split a $94 check 3 ways, and then you can tell it and include whatever tip. It's going to automatically include an 18% tip, but it actually does it. It's so cool. Just say split a check. I say split a $94 check 3 ways with a 20% tip, or whatever tip you want to give, and it'll do it. Now, of course, before that, you got to say, "Hey Siri," then it does it. All right, "Hey Siri, split the." All right, and it gets rid of all the having to calculate and all of that. It just does it. That's what a computer should be doing for you. It tells you when to leave based on if you're going to be driving somewhere. It lets you know when to leave based on it knows the traffic conditions. Okay? So up, gotta go. It's bad traffic. Okay? It has location. That's why you want to have location turned on your phone or iPad. Now I'm showing you the phone and watch, but it works. All this works on the iPad. Now the location stuff, unless your iPad's always connected, they may not work the same way. It'll tell you where you are now. Some of you don't have these cellular iPads, and you don't carry it in your bag all the time anyway. What does my day look like? Create shortcuts. Set a timer. He's showing an iPad here. Set a timer for 20 minutes. You don't have to go fiddle with the thing on the oven, even though I don't mind doing that. It'll do that. What's the shortest route? And they're showing here using City Mapper. How interesting. How to get somewhere. So this means it knows it's going to give you transit directions. What's the fastest way to get to blankety blank? I'm going to so and so. Right? And Siri shortcuts is something different. All right. Okay. Let's see here. Music. Siri can find the song you want to hear. Just ask. I can even do it on the computer here. Hey Siri, play me something I'd like.
Here's a station built just for you.
Oh, it's doing the HomePod. Okay. Siri, stop music. Okay, it stops. Siri, stop music. She's hard-headed. Siri, stop playing. All right. That shut her up. Weird. Sometimes she's can be a little hard-headed. So you see what we can do here. All right. There's 90s hip hop. It'll go. I mean, this goes on, and you can ask it when did this song come out. A lot of cool stuff, right? Now, I don't have a smart home. You have to have one of those homes that's internet connected, where your lights come on by telling it, with the smart home, turn on lights and turn the heat and unlock the doors. Some of you may have that. My mother has it in her home. I'm not crazy about that, but it is doable, okay? And so I'll move beyond that. Show driveway camera. Did I close the garage door? I don't know. I'm not too crazy about this, but that's fine. And knowledge on the go, okay? It can ask all kinds of questions. How do you say that in Mandarin? How many dollars and 45 euros? Now, I'm about to show you some videos that will go over some of this stuff, okay? As I mentioned earlier. So let me go ahead and I'm going to show you all three in a row. And then we'll come back and then we'll do some actual hands-on with the iPad. Alrighty? And this page, this is just apple.com/Siri. And you'll see this whole thing. It'll tell you all this stuff. Just go to apple.com/Siri and it's all there. It goes on for quite a bit. Pretty cool. Okay, so let's switch this over to the movies.
Siri can send messages, place calls, check your calendar, and more. Here's how to use it. To activate Siri, you can press and hold the home button and ask a question. If you're using the iPhone X, press the side button on the right. What's on my calendar tomorrow?
You have a couple of appointments for tomorrow.
You can talk to Siri hands-free as well. Just say, "Hey Siri," to start a request, like this. "Hey Siri, remind me to call Mom at 6 p.m. today."
Okay, I added Call Mom to your reminders for today at 6 p.m.
You can also have Siri add to a note. Just say, "Hey Siri, add booked train tickets to my Paris vacation note."
Okay, I added booked train tickets to your note Paris vacation.
To find out what else Siri can do, just say, "Hey Siri, what else can I ask you?" Want to change Siri's voice or manage other Siri settings? Just tap Settings, then scroll and tap Siri and search. Here you can change Siri's accent and gender. Just tap Siri Voice and select from a few options. Now you can use Siri to help you get things done.
Take a trip down memory lane by asking Siri to show you photos from the past. Like this. "Hey Siri, show me photos from last year." You'll see the results in the Photos app. Just scroll down to find moments, albums, and memories from the same time. Now ask Siri for something more specific. "Hey Siri, show me photos of flowers from last summer." Just the right shot.
Here are some ways to make the most of Siri, whether you're at home or traveling the world. To activate Siri, you can press and hold the home button, or if you're using the iPhone X, press the side button on the right. You can also just say, "Hey Siri," to start a request, like this. "Hey Siri, what's the weather in Rome, Italy this weekend?"
The weather forecast in Rome, Italy this weekend will start out with cloudy skies, then rain. Daytime temperatures will have around 56 degrees, with overnight lows between 39 and 44 degrees.
If you need a translation, you can say, "Hey Siri, how do you say sparkling water in Italian?"
In Italian, sparkling water is acqua gassata.
Need help navigating the city or looking for something to do? Siri can help. "Hey Siri, when is the nearest museum open?"
Pantheon on Piazza della Rotonda, Rome is open today, from 8:30 a.m. to 7:30 p.m.
And when it's time to pay, you can ask Siri to help you with conversion rates. Just say, "Hey Siri, how many dollars are in 4 euros?"
4 euros is $4.89.
Want to know what else you can ask Siri? Just ask, "Hey Siri, what can I ask you?"
Need an extra helper in the kitchen? Here's some ways Siri can assist you. To ask Siri a question on your Apple Watch, just raise your wrist and start your request with "Hey Siri," like this. "Hey Siri, how many teaspoons are in a tablespoon?"
3 teaspoons.
You can also use Siri to send a message like this. "Hey Siri, text Vera, are you coming to the bake sale?"
Okay, I'll send this.
Need a reminder? Just let Siri know. "Hey Siri, remind me to pick up napkins at 8 a.m. tomorrow."
Here's your reminder.
And when your hands are free, you can press the digital crown to talk to Siri. Or, if you're using the Siri watch face, you can tap directly into Siri. Set a timer for 15 minutes.
15 minutes and counting.
Want to know what else you can ask? Just say, "Hey Siri, what can I ask you?"
Alrighty, So there you are. You know, the Apple videos give you a little bit of a different look at Siri and things that you wouldn't have thought that you could actually do. So it's kind of fun. And now we're going to move to my actual demos. Now, this is going to be a little odd to those that were here last time when I was so excited about being able to put my iPhone, share the screen, and mirror it on the computer screen so you could see the actual things nice and big and easy and not have to worry about tripods. Yes, but this, I actually had planned this class a few weeks ago to have it, and then I changed my mind about the schedule, and so I had recorded these demos ahead of time and using the iPad, but it's not bad because the problem was always the tripod leg was in the way. That's not really the case here, so it looks okay. It's not the you can't always hear Siri. Well, you hear it too much because I'm in this room where the home pod is, and then getting duplicates with Siri, but it makes it kind of funny. So anyway, without further ado, let's go straight to me doing the demos for you. All right, so let's take a look and see how these things work in real time on the actual device. So I'm going to try a couple of things. Again, these are all coming from you know what. I want them, now I'm recording with the phone, so I hope this will only do it on the iPad and not on the phone too, but we'll just give it a shot, okay? So I'm going to say, we'll just pick any place. Come back. I'll say, hey Siri, open Macy's.com.
I wish I could, but I can't open apps here.
I don't see an app called Macy's.com. You could try searching the App Store.
Well, so apparently it's not working on this one. Every other device is going on. I'm going to just use the button then, all right? So I'm going to hold down here. Open website Macy's.com. Open the Macy's.com website.
Here's what I found.
All right, it's not working. To find the word calico.
As a noun, it means printed cotton fabric. Do you want to hear the remaining one?
Yes.
As an adjective, it means of an animal, typically a cat, multicolored or mottled.
I didn't know that. How about that? Now, I'm going to try the Hey Siri again. Again, I have... Oh, see, that's why I can't do Hey Siri. Stop. I have so many different devices in this room that everything is picking up except for the one that I want. All right? So, hey Siri, find my nearest friends. Okay, I don't know what that means. Well, you have to identify people as friends in your contact list, so that's why you could put find my uncle, my sister, or whatever. But that works. Okay, so the Hey Siri is working. No, I'm not talking to you, other Hey Siri. Okay, all right. Huh. Anyway, they have much better demonstrations on. So next time I film one of these, I had to come in here and film this. I was trying to do it out somewhere in another room with it. For some reason, at that moment, I was having fire engine concertos. It was terrible. All right. But you're getting the idea, okay? And I'm looking at a list of 142 different commands. Some of these only apply. Oh, I can say, take a photo. Oh, I can say, here we go. Hey Siri, show me my panoramic photos.
I can't search for photos here. Sorry about that.
I wasn't talking to you over there, Siri. That's the HomePod. All right, well, you get the idea. Okay, remind me. All right, So, and this is just simple stuff here. You know, it'll turn on apps for you. If I say, hey Siri, open Goodreader.
I wish I could, but I can't open apps here.
Hey Siri, open Goodreader. There you are. That's how you use that. Okay. All right. And as far as texting, okay. Tell my wife good morning.
Ready to send it? Okay, it's sent.
You can use the tell command to send a message to someone. You don't have to go send a message to so and so and say this. You just say tell. You know, tell Aunt Josie. Call me when you can. And that message will just go, as you just saw, right? It saves a lot of steps. Okay. So that's what we have for this. Hey Siri, read me my emails.
I can't help with emails here.
You have at least
Sorry about
25
that.
emails. Here are the latest 3. At 8:04 a.m. Adobe Creative Cloud for Photographers sent you an email about starting a snap. Do you want to hear the next one?
No. That's pretty useful, right? And you get to hear what your emails are and you can respond. I could also say, hey Siri, read my messages.
Sorry, Victor. I'm having problems with the connection. Check that your iPhone is on the same Wi-Fi network as this
All right,
robot.
I've got too many doggone things going on here. Okay, I'm going to use the button. Hey Siri, read my messages.
You have new messages in 26 conversations.
Just a sec.
First, Kia said I'm going to put the fish in the oven. Would you like to reply?
Yes,
What do you want to say?
I know you'll cook it well! Exclamation point.
Ready to send it?
Yes.
Okay, it's sent. Would you like to hear more messages?
No.
Okay.
Now, actually, that was an old message from another day, so she's going to say, what are you talking about? But you get the idea. All right, good. Yeah, so you don't have to, like, as I was saying before, you don't have to look and touch at the screen to have communications like this, okay? I can also say, let's see. Play some Teddy Pendergrass. Tell me about this artist.
I don't have that information for this band.
All right. Tell me about Teddy Pendergrass.
Here's some information.
Okay.
Used to have lots of fancy clothes.
Stop the music. I didn't know his, there's a whole article I can read about him, but that's what you can do, you know? So it's, because some people are, if you're not used to using the device like looking up things and, you know, if you come from a world of looking into a book or whatever, you know, it can be a little troublesome to have to, okay, which site do I go to and okay, and a lot of people don't even understand how to search, you know, and they'll type their email address in the search bar and all this other kind of stuff because it's a lot to remember. This makes this stuff so easy. You just tell it what you want it to do and it does it. And that's the way a computer should be. You know, we saw computers of the future on the Jetsons cartoons, and we saw on Star Trek, and in the Star Trek they would just say computer, and the computer would say working, and it would just do what you wanted to do. You tell it what to do, and it would do it. So this is the idea that we're trying to move forward to as we move further into the 21st century, of you not having to know so much how to do it. You just tell it what you want it to do. You know, when you go, when you do most things, you're not telling it what to do all the time. You're just having it do like your TV. You know, you aren't telling the TV to go find this station and connect to it. It just does it. So, but this is pretty good. All right, so there you are. That was kind of fun, huh? A little nerve-wracking, but you know, it's Siri can be fun and annoying at the same time. It's just the way she is. Now, before we wrap up, I have a little treat here I thought you might enjoy. This is a video, but it's an interview with a woman who is the actual voice of Siri, and she tells her story. And I thought you might find that it's kind of intriguing, you know, because we don't think of these things as people, but there's an actual person who actually talks like that. Can you believe it? And her name is Susan Bennett. So now let's take a look.
Hi, my name is Susan Bennett, and I'm a voice actor and the original voice of Siri. You're watching People in America. For a really long time in my life, I didn't really know what I wanted to do. And I started doing, working in clubs, singing and playing. And one day, as far as getting into voice work, it was basically kind of accidental. We had finished singing a jingle that day. I think there was a group of 6 of us. And the voice actor didn't show up to read the copy of the spot. So the owner of the studio said, "Susan, you don't have an accent. Come over here and read this copy." And I went, "Oh, ding, ding, ding." So I got a voice coach and a talent agent, and I've been doing that ever since. For a while I was Tilly the all-time teller. I'm Tilly the all-time teller. I work for First National Bank. And so all of a sudden, it became the first successful ATM in the United States. I did the original Siri recordings in 2005, and Siri appeared on October 4th, 2011. And I didn't know anything about it until a fellow voice actor emailed me and said, "Hey, we're playing around with this new iPhone app. Isn't this you?" And I went, "Really?" So I went on the Apple site and listened, and I went, oh my. On the one hand, I thought, wow, I'm basically the new voice of Apple. That's pretty cool. But the fact that I apparently had auditioned without knowing it, that really took me aback. And it took me 2 whole years to reveal myself as Siri because of that, because I knew it was going to affect my career. And I just wasn't sure how it was going to happen. You know, on the one hand, a lot of people who are not in the business will go, "Oh, you're Siri, that's so cool, that's so great." The people in the business are going, "You're Siri," and maybe can't hear anything beyond the Siri voice. And so it's like anybody that gets characterized as one particular thing. Siri, what are the top 10 books of 2017?
Here's what I found on the web for what are the top 10 books of 2017.
Siri was a life lesson for me because I had to face certain insecurities. The fact that I'm basically an introvert and I'm a very private person. Oh, do I want to be this person that's on everybody's device all over the world? And so you have to accept it and figure out a way to spin it to the positive for yourself, which I've done, and it has actually turned into a whole new career for me. I had no idea. Like everything in life, you know, Siri had a big positive and a big negative. And I have no way of measuring the negative, except I can see that since I did come out as Siri, a huge percentage of the work that I do is Siri related. On the other hand, I have done auditions for a Siri-like voice and not gotten it. The first 2 iterations of Siri, she really had a little bit of an attitude. I know that the first time I talked to Siri, I said, "Well, hi Siri, how are you? What are you doing?" And she goes, I'm talking to you. I think Siri would like to make an appearance and say a couple of things. Always face your fears. Always keep the faith. But most of all, always have a sense of humor. LOL.
So there you are. That's all about Siri. There's so much more to explore than what I was even able to cover here. So I told you about the apple.com/Siri. Look at that website. And if you go into YouTube and type Apple support Siri in the search, you'll see the videos that I showed you previously, and there are others out there. But the main thing to do with Siri is just like use your imagination. You know, you can just ask it whatever you want. Mainly though, use it for helping you get stuff done, scheduling your appointments and all of that. And then every now and then, you can play with it. Right, Siri? Siri, hey Siri, will you marry me? I'm already married. She's not talking to me.
I'm not the marrying kind.
She's not the marrying kind. She should have said, what are you, a gigolo? All right, so have fun with Siri and also do some productive things with it, okay? And let's see, that's going to wrap it up for today. And remember, it's all your devices, as you see, so no matter what you have. Our next week, we'll be doing something a little more interactive. We're going to be looking at using your device to listen to radio. And there are specialized apps just for that you can actually listen to radio stations from anywhere in the country and anywhere in the world. And that's going to be kind of cool. Some of you have seen that before, but there's some new ones as well. Alrighty? Okay, folks, that's all for today. And I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for being here. And as always, I wish you have a happy, healthy, and safe day. And until next time, well, some of you next time might be the trip this week on Thursday, because we're going off to Corona Park, Queens, and the Queens Botanical Garden. And also, if you're coming back tomorrow for the seminar, that's going to be building your own website the easy way. I actually found an easy way. It's called Simple Site to build a website. We've been trying this for years in the classes, right? This one really is easy, so it'll be fun. So if you always want to have a website, and it's free and easy, so we'll see you tomorrow for that. Otherwise, if not, have a great day, have a great week, have a great next weekend, and this is Victor Carr saying, signing off.